He's just let us purge. It's Fendi. Yeah, you know I'm fucking local. Fucking crazy. Fucking psycho. Why the fuck do you wanna fuck with me? Are you fucking stupid? Dummy psycho. I done lost my fucking mind. I'm a psycho. I be smiling all the time. I'm a psycho. Murder, murder on my mind. I'm a psycho. I'm a purge through the night. Psycho. I done lost my fucking mind. I'm a psycho. I be smiling all the time. I'm a psycho. Murder, murder on my mind. I'm a psycho. I'm a purge through the night. Psycho. Why you talking to yourself? That's the devil talking. He keeps saying he gon' help. Get the cheddar, get a base, a brand new Fendi belt. Trade my ex out just to get this wealth. Smoking on the hookah with a nut and Annabelle. I'm a little crazy weirdo, nigga, can't you tell? Only love my mama ain't. So that's a song called Psycho. Now I made this album called Fendi Monster 2 in the time when I just watched watched a movie called The First Purge. Or I think it was no Purge Anarchy or whatever, the most recent one. I watched all of Purge movies. And I saw the discrimination and what they was doing and dividing us by the class system and everything. And I was always watching this show called Vikings at the same time. And watching how they was divided. Because it was Christians and Vikings and different beliefs, and then they started to get together and everything. It also had an attraction to someone that I thought was attracted to me. And, you know, it was a tough time for me. I made this song. The first song I did was I think I called Jay. I said, "Yo, can you do a record with me?" He said, "I'm not available." And then he said, "If you want me to come to the booth, you gotta pay for the studio time." So I said, "Nah, fuck that." I took his vocals and made a record. It was called Addict, right? Talking about me being an addict and everything, and I made the Fendi Monster 2 intro. It was a response to everything because everybody was like, "Yo, this nigga not Dominican. This nigga think he Dominican." So I embrace all that and talk about that, right? Now this is a dark record. It's a Halloween album. Everybody's like, "You worshiping Satan?" No, not at all. I'm talking. I'm getting into character. It's the Fendi Monster 2. It's the Purge. I'm purging. It's a character. And I sent this record to a few people. And I said, "See what you do is I want this song called Toxic." And I said, "This is what I wanted to sound. It's the beat." And nobody got back to me except for the engineer. Pasha 2 times. He got back to me and gave me the chorus. Because I wrote the verse, so he made the chorus around the verse. And it became a great record. And then Jay was like, "Yo, this is fire." He said, "I'm gonna get on it." He gets on it. Then we make a song called Illuminati. Everybody's like, "Yo, this nigga crazy." Then I made the song called Psycho. And way before we get to Psycho, I made a song called PS5. It was an interlude, about a female. And I made a song called Monte Kia, right? It was about unemployment and everything. Because Monte Kia is butter. And I said, "Pasha, I want you on this." I said, "I just hear you on this." And 5 in the morning, he sent it to me. I said, "This is the most phenomenal verse I've ever heard." It's a nigga that sang Toxic. He was actually rapping. I said, this guy's a rapper. He's phenomenal. He's like the Salvadorian version of Drake. He's phenomenal. But the Daydreaming record was based on the character of Vikings. His name is Harold Finehair. And Harold Finehair had this problem where he was so ambitious and he would take others down. And he was trying to be with a female that was with somebody else that wasn't treating her right. And he saw that. So I saw myself in him because he imagined himself with that female. So I made this song Daydreaming, which is the outro. It's Fendi Monster 2 The Purge album music title, Spotify title. But I was in work, I was at work, and people were saying to me that I'd be talking to myself. But I'd really be making records. So I used that, and this beat came on. I said, I want to say this like, "Psycho, I'm a psycho." And I had just that part, and I started filling the parts because it said I was talking to myself. It said I always be smiling. And what's on his mind, he'd be thinking about killing people. And so I used it to my advantage, and I made a record around it.
and made a song called Alfredo, put Jay on it, made a record called Wow. Something else was going on because somebody thought that I didn't like them, but I had mad love for them. And made a record and had some references towards them saying like, "Listen, I fuck with you." You know what I'm saying? Also saying how when I call people, they don't call me back, things like that, right? So then I get with this guy named Always 100, somebody I knew for about 7 years, same amount of time I knew Jo, and he said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm chilling, but I'm thinking about making a video." He said, "Yo, you want to do a video with me?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can you be here by 8?" By 8. And when I tell you, when I did the video, everybody said, "I love this record 10 times more." And that's when see the importance of visuals. And I got a little crazy and I put the disclaimer because I don't want people to think that I'm worshiping Satan or anything like that. I'm just getting into characters. It's a Halloween album. And it was phenomenal. And I played the records before it came out. Like I was playing it to everybody. They said, "Y'all like this record?" So I said, "All right, Jake, you like Psycho? I'm gonna do a video for Psycho." And that's how I felt. Like, "Oh, you like Cosinano? I'm gonna do a video for Cosinano." Because it's all about the fans and people that's watching and listening to you. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear certain things. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna put visuals to that. So we did that, and I got a good response from the overall video. And they said, "You really got in the character. Everything that we telling you that we had issues with, we don't have issues with before because you was doing your thing, and you know, you really mastered who you are as an artist and the in your form and who you want to portray." So I'm gonna do a little more crazy videos, a little more melodic and a little more turned up, and we're gonna have fun with it. But you know, I enjoy this music. I love this music, and I wanna get to platforms and hopefully be bigger than what I am right now. Because I only got people in Queens listening to me. I got some Salvador streams and some streams in Colombia, but I really in Russia, and I want really people to hear me worldwide. Because I like to rap about life and what's going on, and but it be entertaining. So Fendi Monster 2, The Purge, Apple Music, Spotify, title, download that. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Fendi Feta. It's Fendi.